Hello, my friends. Hello. I've got to let you know it's house building time. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I thought I'd show you where I'm at. Shall we wait for a minute? We'll wait for a minute just in case anybody else wants to join in. So I'll just give it a few minutes. I've just spotted a little bit that I missed when I was just sewing. Because it's been one of those days today when I've been just super blooming busy, and I've left things to the last minute. I've just spotted another bit that I didn't just sew either, but it's okay. Hi, sous la page. Bonjour. So let's see what are we on. I'm going to give it another minute, and then I'm going to start waffling sincerely and hoping to talk about things that are poignant to the project. That's my plan anyway. Bonjour. Sousrousson. How lovely to see you too. My two favourite people, purely based on your names, and I love saying them. I'm sure you're lovely people too, but I really love your names. So after the last session, hello Facebook user, I don't know who you are, I'm afraid. Yes, I've got you. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're lovely people. But I love your names. I could say your names all day long. Sarah Headley. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you. I have just in mine, but it's very no, mine's not a very thick coat either. So what I thought I'd show you is what I did after our last session, which wasn't a lot because I don't know what's going on in life at the moment, but I'm very busy. Just doing family stuff. I'm just busy. So I didn't do a lot of the things that I wanted to do. But what I have done is, because I want to do, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, but this is stuck on a flap of cardboard, and I'm just sort of giving myself options with that at the moment because I've got a few different ideas and I'm not 100% on any of them yet. So hi Martin. Biscuits to you too. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, so I've just I'm leaving it there, and I will definitely decide by the time I get to the end of the project, so you can see what that little bit of brickwork we did last week looks like, all gessoed up, and the hand and everything. And I can see like there were little bits that I missed because I was acting in haste. But that's kind of all I've done, and I've gessoed the inside. Oh, and I also pressing the mould onto the clay onto the MDF. Hi Facebook user. I've done my sign, and I'm going to do the other side as well, but I haven't done that yet. So I've done that sign as well because I thought that looked quite cool. So, and I haven't finished my roof. So I'm afraid I lose points there. I haven't finished my roof because I've just been too busy. I haven't got any excuses. Hi, Jan. Hi, Leanne. Yeah, so I've got no excuses really other than life. So I've just sewed inside, and that's had a good chance to dry. And I'm just looking here, and that's really interesting. I mean, I've covered my sign, as you can see, but what I'm just looking at this, which is quite interesting, the etched areas on here with the moisture from the gesso, it seems to have caused it to come out a bit more, which is actually that's a really cool effect, and I didn't know it would do that. So that's a little bit of a Billy bonus. So I'm going to start by, I want to create a nice design on the inside so that when I'm looking in the windows, I've got something nice to look at. And I am going to put a little bit of paint in here using my, I've just got a sponge. This is a right dirty one, but I'm going to use my sponge and some paint. And I've also got this is an Andy Skinner stamp that I really like, called worn wallpaper or old wallpaper, something like that. And I think Leanne's actually got this one in the shop. I do wonder why the back door is so... I know, it is a large back door, isn't it? To bring the bodies in, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Sue's forgotten something. She's done her roof. Well, we'll get there in the end, won't we? We will get there in the end. The one thing I did notice with the roof, if you're tiling your roof, and I noticed this today when I was doing mine and thought, oops, if you're tiling your roof, that is going to sit on okay. I was just concerned about tiling over the little holes where your tabs come through. So I don't know if I'll complete that when I've completed everything else now. I'm not sure. It might need to go on because, yeah, it might need to go on. But we will see. There wasn't enough paper for the roof. Oh, corrugated cardboard will be nice. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. So I'm going to add a little bit of colour to these walls. And because I'm going a lot lighter than I normally go, I don't know what's happened, but I don't know. I've just got this fixation in my head about how I want this to look. So this is a pastel pink acrylic, and I'm just going to get it on my sponge because I'm not going for full coverage because that will just end up in disappointment. So I'm just sponging this on. There we go. Why is that back door so big? I don't know. I hope everyone's doing okay today. Oh, I'm picking up some of my Lindy's from last night. But, it'll add a bit of interest, won't it? I'm waiting on an order from Leanne. It has been posted as I've ordered some of the Stamperia library papers. Oh, nice, Sue. Oh, that will look really nice. It is. Maybe if there's anybody like us, maybe that's exactly. Yes. I do like that idea. So I don't know if you can, there you go. Can see I'm just, I'm not being too precious about it. I'm just giving it a hint of pink, and I'm going to do the sides, and then I'm not that fussed about the inside of the front. I will do a little bit, but thankfully, because there's a lot of window there, sur la page for your Amazon orders. Yeah, sponge. I like sponges. I'm a big fan of sponges. They can, you can get some nice effects very simply with sponges. They are one of my favourite things to use. So, and the reason I'm doing this inside first is because if we have any mistakes and anything comes onto the outside, it will be a lot easier to correct it from the outside, if that makes sense. If we did the outside first and started making mistakes on the inside, then it becomes quite difficult. So for me, it's about we get the inside done first, and then we can really concentrate on the outside and getting some nice effects. I'm just looking through. I'm looking through my windows just to get an idea of where I'm at. I want a little bit more. A little bit more. I'll put some up here as well. Yeah, so that's coming along nicely. And I did only do quite a thin layer of gesso, so it didn't really, I wasn't really having time to do lots, but it seems to be working how I want it to. Right. I like that. I'm just checking that I'm happy with that, and I am. So I don't know how much you can see it. You can see it through there. There. Who would be able to see out of that door's window? I know. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? It makes you wonder because you're coming up to the second floor with the top of that door. That's quite funny. Right, now, you know what I want. I need a little bit of Cookie because I feel like it's been far too long since me and Cookie have got together. Oh, it has. It's been ages. It's been ages. So I'm getting a bit of Cookie on here as well. I'm going to water that Cookie down a little bit because I don't want to end up with lots of stark colour differences. I want a nice blend. So it's okay. Now I want to get into the corners, so I'm just folding my sponge to help me get into those corners. See, now all of this would have been, oh, I love how that looks. I wish you can't really, can I show you? Yeah, I can. Hang on, let me do my over the top light as well, my big light. Maybe that will. But I'm getting a nice little blend going on. So let me continue with that. I'm using my sponge still. Ooh, that's gone a little bit darker than I would have liked there, but that's okay. That's my own fault. I was not paying as much attention as I should have. And that's what happens if you don't pay attention. No. There we go. Let's have a little bit more. Just getting a nice, oh, it's a bit bangy, isn't it? My daughter will not be very impressed if I get my granddaughter out of bed wondering what the noise is. There we go. Yeah, do you know, it's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, like we were saying last week, if I did this again, there's about, you know, there's, I don't know how, I will want to do it again. And there's so many different ways I want to do it. Because I've been thinking about the lighting and all the rest of it. And we'll have a little chat about that later if we've got time. I've got my little box of wire beside me. Oh, I like how that's coming together. Can you see? Let's see if you can see. I'm sort of getting a look of I'm going for a bit sort of shabby but light shabby. But yeah, I've thought about blocking the hole up and putting my lights in the roof space. But I don't know, I can't decide. But there's so many things I'd like to do with this if I had my, when I do it again. There are so many things I want to do because it's just one of those projects that you can do so many different things with. I'm just looking for I want a bit of brown. A bit of brown. Oh, dare I use this? This is walnut ink crystals. And they are a bit of a monkey, but they do give a good effect. And I'm going to just see. Because I want to get, yes. I'm just getting in down those edges. Now, see, when I do this again, I think I will be decorating before I assemble. I think that has definitely been a learning curve. But then I also want to leave the back open the next one I do. So that will make it a lot easier too. Right, let's go down these other edges. I love it already. Yes, I am. I'm trying to be a bit different and not do my usual dark sort of grungy and go sort of, oh, now somebody said it last week. It might have been Martin. I'm not sure. Said, I want sort of country chic, but with a little bit of grunge and magician-y, and I can't remember what somebody gave it a good vibe. Good vibe. What am I talking about? Good, yeah. Gave it a good description. Get in that edge, walnut stain. Get in that edge. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. Where is it we're getting? I don't know, but we're getting there. There we go. That's coming along. Just getting those edges. Only one more to do. I just want to get this now before I start stamping, because it's only going to get harder to get at without disrupting everything else. A cake and biscuit shop. A worn torn coat, something like that, yeah. Yeah, definitely need to have a hinge or something. And Leanne, please, can you get us more? We want more. More, more, more. I should have a competition for the best dressed house. There we go. I'm just putting this stuff I've got left on the floor in here because I've got it, so I might as well. And you'll find, because when you're using a sponge and you're only using small amounts, I don't need to go in here with my air dryer at all because it's drying nicely as I go. Right, that will do with that. Let me get a bit of tissue and clean it. I've still got my paints on here from last night. Right, so hopefully, let me find, there we go. Hopefully you can see what's going on in there. So that was the pastel pink, cookie, and then some walnut ink crystals that I've used to give myself a nice mottled background. Then I'm going to take this fabulous stamp and I'm going to do some stamping. And I'm trying to decide if I want to stamp in distress ink or if I want to stamp in black ink. I think I want to stamp in distress ink. That's what I'm leaning towards. Let me grab it because that's one of the things I actually did put away foolishly. I don't know what I was thinking. Right. Let's have a look at this. Well, I think those library papers are going to look phenomenal. So, right, now hopefully, excuse the top of my head, my very frizzy head. There we go. So I'm just holding that down in place to give the ink a little chance to go where I want it to go. I haven't put it on a block or anything. I'm just using my hand because these stamps have got oh yeah, that's worked nicely. These stamps have got the foam backing on, so they're fine. Just I can just use my hand with them. Oh, this is exciting. So I'm looking in the window, just lining up. Oh, that's nice. I could have gone a different colour, but I like it. So I will show you now once I've done this side. Right, so I want to come. Oh, well, that's where it's going. I've got no choice now. I mean, I think there's gonna be a little bit of margin for error with something like this because you're looking through the window anyway, aren't you? So I just want that sort of effect. Oh, that's a bit lush. Let's see. I don't know, can you see that? Hi, Alison. Oh, there's no lights. I hate to tell you this, but there's a giant hand in your house. There is. There is. I hope you can see that. I've stamped that now on top of the paint effect. Now I'm gonna just use my air dryer on that side just quickly, because I don't want to be smearing. I don't want to smear all that nice stamping, because that would be really, really annoying. Right. So I'm just using my heat gun just to make sure that ink is dry. And I think this is going to make a really nice interior now, once the lights are on in here. I think it's going to make a really interesting interior. And I love this stamp. It has, it's worked really nicely. It looks like an old, an old house that's sort of got those, the old wallpaper on the old plaster walls and the old paintwork. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. Right. Yeah, I can touch that now. Right, let's do some other sides. This should be nice and quick now, because there's hardly any area on these ones, really. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this tonight now. Maybe have a look at some ways we could do some light shades and chandeliers. Maybe. I might leave that till next time. But also next time, we'll start doing things on the outside and really getting some interesting effects going on. Oh, I forgot I've got I've got my balcony there, haven't I? Let's get a hammer in. And there might be enough on there. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, let's give that just a little dry, just so I'm not making a right mess of it the minute it's on there. All right, and let's do the other sides. Let's do this one. There's not much on this. I'm going to put my hand under the window on this front side, because unlike Sue, who was eminently sensible and who I wish I'd done the same, I put my window in, but she hasn't put her window in, so that will make this a lot easier. Yeah, lovely. Yes, that's right. The old stucco. Yes, that's it. Yes, the old painted plaster. Look really nice. It does. It looks really nice. I'm really, impressed with myself. No, I'm never impressed with myself. I'm really impressed with how it's come out. It's no, it's not. It's more luck than judgment, and I'm very glad that that it's worked, because it does look very nice. There we go. Oh, yes, that will do nicely. And just one more side to go. Oh, Rachel, dry it before you move on. I can't. No, it's still waiting. Hopefully. Yeah, I think it will, Sue. I think it will make it easier. And if I'd thought about it, I would definitely have done that, because it's a very, very sensible way of doing it. But next time, I do definitely want to do it properly, 2-story, and make it a little house, because I just think it will just be gorgeous. Oh, go on. There we go. Yeah. See, I don't even need to re-ink this. It's doing a very nice job. As it is. There we go. Oh, I love that stamp. Right, so hopefully, let's have a look. What do I need? There we go. Hopefully you can see what's going on inside my house. There. Oh, bless you. Oh, well, we all do a bit, don't we? We all bring something to the table. We all bring something to the table, and that's what I really like about doing lives. I really like the interaction of it. Right, so I've done the inside now, and I'm really happy with that. Let me see if I can show you. I can show you the world. And how is that? If I do that, hang on. Oh, look. I'm shining one of my lamps up through the hole. Yes, I think that's going to work a treat. I'm very impressed with you too. Oh, it doesn't happen very often that I'm impressed, but yes, I'm liking that. So now I said we'd talk about lighting, didn't we? Oh, crikey. It's a big one, isn't it? It's a big one. And because I haven't had a chance to do any preparation really this week, I haven't got anything to show you. But I mean, essentially, there's a few different ways we can do it. We can use Tim Holtz has got some. He does some actual like lanterny lights and things, so we could use those. That will definitely, I mean, they'll fit in there. They'll work. We could put them outside or inside, whatever. Then you were talking about the idea of shutting off this hole, so we could shut off this hole, or we can use this hole for lighting, or alternatively we can put some form of lighting in the roof. So we've got lots of different options, and what I'm thinking is I'd quite like something to show through the window, as a little dangly downy chandelier type thing. I've just noticed I've got a bit of glue there. Sorry, I need to get it. I can't leave it there. But yeah, so those are the options. So I've got my wire out, and I could have a little play with making some type of chandelier thing, I think. Let's have a look. Let's get down to business. Blah, 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 blah. Right, I've got different wires here. What do I want to use? Oh no, I've got some of those as well. They might be nice. Okay, now there are different types of shades we could make. We can do, you know how you do a pleated rosette? You could do something like a pleated rosette. Yeah, doll's house lights. You could do a pleated rosette type light shade dangling down. You could use like a plastic pot and do some sort of covering on there. But I'm going to go for, I'm not sure. Now this is another, I mean, we could do something with a curtain ring and put some wires and make that interesting. But I'm just looking for, no, that's too thin. I do want the thicker wire. Sorry, my little wire box is a mess because I've been very naughty and I haven't looked after it. Right, so I've got that. Oh, I've got some smaller curtain rings that might be. No, I'm not feeling that, but I am feeling the wire. I am feeling the pearls. And I think some little beads will be a good thing too. Some little droppy chandelier, maybe. What have I got in here? Oh, yes. Chance. Oh, some little skulls. Oh, that's tempting. No. Oh, some even bigger skulls. Oh no, I'm glad I know where they are because I'll want those when we're doing. Right, not those. They're too big. Too big, too big, too big. Let's have a look for something a bit smaller. What have we got? No, definitely not large beads. I've got to have something that's going to work. I've got loads of them in beady things here. Right, we'll go back to this one and I'm going to have a look in a minute. Right, so I want to make a chandelier type shape. So I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. But I want to have, I want a round piece. And I'm just going to twist the wire over on that for now. And then I'm going to want to come up and come to the other side and do a little twist there. So hopefully you can see what I've done there. And then I'm going to fix it here now on the other side. Let me get my wire cutters. So, and can you see that? I've done like a circle with a little triangle on the top because I think that's going to be possibly the best way to work it. Right, and that needs to come in from the outside to make it look even. Right, let me wind that wire around as well. Right, so you can get back on there, you cheeky devil. There and there. So I'm giving myself a circle with a triangle on top. That's the best way I can describe that. And I'm also going to use, I want some squishers. Right, I'm going to use some pliers just to squish those ends a bit so that they're not going to cause me too much of a problem. So I've got a nice basic structure now that I can work with. Right, let's have a look. Ooh, I know what I've got that would be good with this. See, you never know why you save things, do you, until you need them. Somewhere here, I've got some plug chain because our plug broke and somebody was going to put it in the bin. Oh, it's just, no. I have a space for that. Now, where is it? I put it safe in one of my little desk pots. Oh, come on now. It's because I want to use it. I can't find it, isn't it? Yeah, I can't find it. That's a shame. That's a shame. That would have been really good. Oh well, that's fine. We have other things we can use. Now this is something that might be fun, and I don't know because I'm like I said, I'm just playing at this really. But I've got these little I can't remember for the life of me what they're called, but you get a really big bag of them on Amazon for pence. Well, not pence, but really cheaply. And they're really good for putting dangles on journals and things like that. There's a name on here. No, it just says 500 pieces, bronze, 2.1 centimeters, clip hook for tags hanging. So yeah, you get 500. I've seen people selling them. They sell them individually for a lot of money. You could use Muller rice papers. Yes, you could. That's illegal. What's illegal? What's illegal? See. Oh, hi, Michelle. Sorry, I'm coming. I'm just going to have a little look at the chat because I've missed all of this. Hinges on the roof. Yeah, that would definitely work. Needs a chandelier. Yes, it does. Yeah, I saw that one. I responded to that one, I believe. Oh, well, I'll chase her up then and ask her. Oh, Sammy. Yeah, I said hello to Michelle. Howdy, lovely. I don't know who that is, sorry. I'm sorry, you're coming up as Facebook user. Home early for a change. Good. What's illegal? Definitely rice papers. Oh, I know who that blooming is. I bet I know who that is. Is that lovely Judith? Is that lovely Judith? I wonder. It sounds like Judith. So yes, so you can get these little doofers. Now they might work. And you could put like a little bead on each one. I'm going to do one up and see what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, something like that would work a treat. I don't know, can you see that? Am I doing even half a job of showing that? Let me get a piece of white paper because my hands are too dirty. But yeah, you can see this does it, you know, because of the shape of them, they dangle quite nicely. So you could put, I mean, you get 500 in a pack, so you could put a few on there. Hi, Marisol. I see, I knew it was Judith. I knew it was Judith. I recognized you from the way you were talking. So that works as well, which I quite like. I wish I could find my plug chain because I really thought that would be fun to wrap around. And I've also got this pearl stuff that somebody gave me that's rather nice, which I could do in little swags around and then put some little beads in between and make that look quite nice. So I'm a bit torn what to do, but now I've got that basic shape, it means I've got somewhere I can dangle things onto, and I can use thinner wire or nylon jewellery thread to add things on here, which I will. That is going to be my my homework for myself this week, and for anybody else who wants to take up the challenge. I'm going to say he was clever. Thank you so much, Judith. Don't know about the lovely bit though. No, behave. So yes, that's my challenge. So once you've got that basic shape, you know, what do you want to add to it to make it a dangly chandelier? And I want to add my plug chain before I do anything else. And then once I've done that, it doesn't matter what colour this wire is or anything, because I can paint over this and make it all uniform and pretty. I could put embroidery thread I could wrap around it, fake flowers, oh my goodness, anything and everything. But this, I think, is for me, and this, I think, is going to be the shape that's going to allow me to add dangles and tiers and things onto that. So I'm probably going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there tonight because we're sort of, we've only got about 10 minutes left of the hour. And so I don't want to start doing this, because if I start doing this, I'm going to want to finish doing this. And no, it's a really, I think you can buy plug chain actually in like DIY stores. In fact, I don't think, I know you can buy plug chain by the meter in DIY stores, which again would be a really handy thing to have if you like working in miniature or adding texture to your projects. So, but yes, I'm going to leave it at that this evening. And so if you want homework is to make your lighting, your faux lighting. We're not going to put electric lights on this one. It's just going to dangle. Yes, old necklaces. Absolutely. I mean, once you've got a basic shape, you can dangle anything around it and on it. And, you can change the shape. you know, and really make it look like something quite grand. But yeah, that's going to be my homework. That's what I'm going to do. And then when we come back next week, we'll really get on to different paint effects on the outside and adding some different types of moss. Hi, Kim. Hi. Yeah, we'll add some different types of moss and maybe some little teeny tiny flowers and things like that next time. And let me think. There's another thing for next time actually that you might want to do. If you're working along with me ish, you might, what I'm going to do is, as I get older, I've got quite a lot of new yeah, it's an unfortunate part of getting, yes, your flower soft will be great. And I was also going to say, I'm going to use the Finnabair bottles mold. I'm gonna mold myself a few little bottles to put in the windows, because I think that they'll look quite nice. So yeah, so for next week I'm gonna need a few of my little bottles. I'm going to finish my chandelier. I'm going to have some, if you've got some moss, some type of moss, like reindeer moss, and also if you've got the Pentart moss pastes, I'll be using those. And I'll be using some different acrylic paints to get some different nice effects. Is there anything else I'll be using? No, probably not. And just any sort of little bits and bobs that you want to put in the windows, really, I think. But I think the bottles will work a treat. Real moss, like real moss from the garden, probably not, because it's going to be yes, the fab Finnabair, who's coming to our Ace Circus. Yes. If you are interested in coming to the circus, I need to tell you, if you haven't seen our latest super embarrassing for me film thingy montage that Olga's put together. Oh, horrific. She said, just do it quickly, nobody will see. Yeah, right. Yeah, I need to tell you about that as well. I've done it now so that I've done it so you can pay a deposit and book your seat. So you've registered your interest and you booked a seat. So when you buy that, you'll be able to put that on 3 payments with PayPal. And then when you pay the remainder of the price of the ticket, the outstanding price of the ticket, you'll obviously be able to put that in 3 easy payments as well. So essentially you'll be able to spread the whole cost over 6 payments. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. But that's, I've done it. I've tried to break it down as much as I possibly can for people, because it's not really a profit making exercise. It's more about just getting all these great people together, because obviously I don't have a shop or anything like that. It's just, these people are my friends and they're incredibly talented and we're going to have a lot of fun. And I did see that Leanne said yes to ordering more houses, and I can't wait. But anyway, yes, real moss, Sue, probably not, because it's living and it's got moisture in it. I use the I've got some here, this reindeer moss, which is, I think it is a real living thing, but you can use this because it hasn't got the moisture or anything in it that's gonna cause problems. So that's reindeer moss. And also, Oh, I really love these, which I do these with my mushrooms. I'm showing you all the secret stuff. These oh, where am I? Here I am. These are they're polystyrene pebble shapes, and they've got faux moss on them, but they're blooming brilliant for adding a bit of something else. And I like using these combined with the I was thinking you were going to go out into the garden and get some more. So I was thinking, oh no, that definitely won't work. But yeah, if you look, I mean, these are completely fakey shaky. But then when you combine with the reindeer moss and stuff, you can get some stones and things. You can get some really cool effects. And I get all of these things from Amazonia, because they do have lots of useful things. But yeah, so that is that. That's, yeah, we'll be doing the outside next week and adding some things in the windows and just, you know, heading towards the finish line. Sorry, Sue. So thank you very much for your company. I really do appreciate it. It really, you know, it's really lovely that you want to do this along with me. Yeah, I'll see you next week for part 4, isn't it? Part 4. I don't know if we'll finish next week. We might not. You know, we'll be close to finishing if we're not finished. But anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yes, Sue. Sous Rousson and Sous la Page. Why do I enjoy those names so much? Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for keeping me company. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.